Let's talk about overthinking. I struggle with it. You struggle with it. I think a lot of people struggle with it. Am I overthinking right now? What is overthinking though? Overthinking is that process where you're in your head and you're in the freeze frame. You're constantly stuck on a single thought and you're in that loop, that freeze frame, almost like you cannot stop thinking about one specific thing. Overthinking usually leads to anxiety. It usually leads to paranoia. It trickles down into many other things. So overthinking is not something that I want, and it's not something that you want or we want. A lot of people don't realize that overthinking is controllable. You don't have to overthink. Thoughts are something that you can't control, but one thing that you can do is you can become more aware of them. And when you're more aware of what you're thinking and you're more aware of what is going on in your head, it's a lot easier for you to be present, and it's a lot easier for you to stop overthinking. Now, how do we do this? If you can't meditate, if you can't be open with your family and talk to people or talk to your friends about how you're feeling or what's going on inside your head, you need to find some way to get out your thoughts and get out your emotions. If you can journal, if you can make music, find ways to bring yourself to the present and address whatever is going through your head. The point is, address your thoughts one by one. Question what's going on through your head. So let's just say you're overthinking what a girl thinks of you. Now, if you're thinking about this person, ask yourself, what do I actually know? And that's something that a lot of people don't ask themselves when they're overthinking. What do I actually know about what I'm overthinking? You don't know anything. So you're coming up with all this stuff in your head, which is putting you into this negative state, which is literally causing you to overthink. When you don't observe what's going on through your head and you don't actually say, this is the thought, and that's the problem. Overthinking happens in the subconscious. It happens in the background, and we try to keep going in our lives without addressing what's happening in the background. But if you don't clean up all the tabs that are happening in the computer, that processing power is going to eventually slow down, because although you're still able to keep going, you're still able to keep running programs, it's slowing down because all that stuff is opened up in the background. You are a computer. See if you actually need something open, and if you don't, close it. Overthinking happens, and it's something that we can control by addressing our thoughts and actually observing what we need and what we don't need and looking at what we actually know.